Hello, my peeps. This is Sparkly26, and I am Gina. I have some bracelets for you. These are from Potomac Beads that have been sitting on my desk for like, I don't know how long, because I keep forgetting to do them when I do a video. So these three go together, so that's a 3-strand, and then this is a single strand, and then this is from Bead Box of October, and so I decided to go with a sparkly bracelet with this big sparkly bead. So I didn't know what to do with it, and I thought, I'll make a bracelet. So I have lots of work to do, so I better get going instead of just sitting here jibber jabbering. I'm going to start with the Bead Box, and I made the bracelet a little long because it's got to fit all the way around. I want it to go on. In fact, I keep forgetting to use this thing when I'm done. Ooh. Got this from Campbell Creations. That's her emblem, logo right there. And this is a bracelet mandrel. And I'm going to test it out on there. Hey, my beads came off. My wire, beading wire is really springy. It's very springy. So it just kind of came out. All right, now something's off with my, oh, no it isn't. Never mind. Don't mind me. I don't know what I'm doing. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, well anyway, I made them a little long because I know that when you have larger beads, this is a large bead, these are large beads, it's got to go all the way around the wrist. So we'll see how it works out. I put a little bit of everything in this. Oh, there we go. In this side, I have crystals. I have the rondelles. I have the crystals from the Bead Box, and then this is another large crystal that all the white crystals I brought in from my stash. And then this one's all Bead Box with some of my crystals in it. And then a couple large crystals with the rondelles. And then some of these white rondelles from the Bead Box. So it's kind of a little mix of everything in all of them, just to kind of keep them cohesive. Sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's like, do something different. Put these three here, and I'm hoping they'll match up with that in the middle. So now it's just a matter of just stringing all of these. I'm like looking at it, I'm like, oh boy, I better get to work. I have a lot of work to do. A lot. And it's just a matter of, these rondelles are easy because you know where the hole is. It's on the side. So it's just a matter of picking it up, throwing it in. Picking it up, throw it in. There we go. And we have one done, one side. That, I want to measure it to show you. I think it's 7 1/4. 7. Well, not quite 7. All right, well, we'll see. See how this one goes. Okay, let's do, I'm going to stick with 7. because we still have to do the jump ring to bring them all together, and then the clasp. So I'm going to put on my crimp bead. Let it go on. There it goes. There we have our crimp bead on, and then our wire guard. Flip it over, put it in the holes, up and over, down through the other side, and back through. Whoop, push it through, and then down through the crimp bead. Pull back on the crimp bead and get it in there. Push the crimp bead up, pull down, and there you have it. Separate your wires. I got one back, one in there, under my hand. I don't know how long it is. Oh, it disappeared on me. Yeah. There we go. Get back through that crimp bead. Hang on to it, pull it up. Oh, it's not pulling up very good. All right, well, let's separate and pull that down and get them crimped right away. And I'm ruining my sequence down there. No, this way. I like to go this way because there's the groove, and squeeze. Turn in the front and fold. There we go. Now, I don't have much to clip off. That is very little. Okay. And I have to figure out a way how to do this without messing up my sequence from down here. This one, and then crystal. Ay. Sorry. There we go. I have to stop. See, I'm putting everything right here, and then my bracelet is right here. So I need to start putting my bracelet elsewhere. All my stuff, anything, because I have one extra. All right, hang on. I really should probably move these, but I'm already started. I just want to finish it up, I guess. Oops, I'm stepping on the cord. Okay. Crimp bead, or wire guard. Up, over, down through, and back. Grab a hold of it. Grab a hold of it. Put it back through the crimp bead. And now this time, we have to pull it up. There we go. Get the bracelet right up to the crimp, or the white guard. Well, the crimp and the wire guard has some fluidity. Want it to move. And then we're going to crimp. And we're going to go in the back groove, because that's where our divot is, to give us our little divot so we can fold it. We're going to squeeze, make the divot, go in front, and fold. Whoop, fold. And fold. There we go. Now we're going to clip this off. Clip this off. And snip. All right, one is done. Okay, get this out of the way. I'm just going to get it out of the way. No! I have one extra. This was supposed to be on the end. Well, it's a little over, it's like 7.5 inches. I'm going to leave it. Just going to leave it. Just go with it. Just don't worry about it. It's just a bracelet. Nobody's going to notice because there's so many beads on here. And I dropped my bead and there goes my sequence. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I just want to get this done in a easy, proper way. Is that possible? I don't know. I don't know, Gina. You keep messing up all the time. There's always something wrong. And this video, our videos, would not be Gina's videos unless something goes wrong. Exactly. That's what I told you. Oh, am I talking to myself? Oy, oy, oy. Funny. So, we're just going to keep moving forward. I love this. This is so cool. I love this. I would put this on this side, and then I thought, there we go. And I just kind of went from there. I just went, oh, I'm just going to keep adding crystals and all these rondelles and kind of made a sequence out of them. And then I thought, well, looks kind of lonely. So I made 2 more. So, and this is all most of it is from the Bargain Bead Box. Just the white crystals are from my stash. So, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and here we have a beautiful bracelet. So, we're going to put on our crimp bead. Crimp bead first. Wire guard goes in one side. I always flip it over, bring it up, over, down through the other side, and back through the crimp bead. And it doesn't want to go in for me. There we go. And then grab this and pull it up. And then I don't want that much waist, so I'm going to pull down on the bracelet side. So this is my waist, and we're going to crimp. And I always turn it upside down because this gives me the groove I need, that I'm looking for it to go into. And I lost my, there we go. And get it in the groove and squeeze. Turn it in the front groove, and then we're going to fold that over on itself, and it looks just like that. And then we're going to clip this part off. Easy peasy. And it's just going to be the same thing over and over until we get all these bracelets done. Yay! Okay, now we're going to slide everything this way. Give myself about 4 finger lengths of beading wire. Snip it off. Snip it off. There we go. And then we got crimp bead right there. There, okay. And a wire guard. Go in, up, over, down, grab it, down through the crimp bead. And then now we gotta pull the bracelet up to the wire guard, just like that. Pull down, have some fluidity, that's good. And we're gonna crimp again. Another crimp. Here we go. Squeeze. And in the front, we're going to squeeze and fold it over on itself so it looks pretty, just like that. And then we're going to clip this off. And there we have 2. We got 2. Now we're going to go for a 3rd. Oh boy. Oh, I got them scattered all over. Oh well. We got 2. Wait. Looks like there's a crystal on the end here. Maybe? Maybe not. I don't see the crystal over on this end. So, alright. 2 rondelles. Oh, look at that. That can't work with that. Snip that off. Okay. Now, go back to these rondelles. Aren't these cool? They got 2 different colors in them. They're really cool. I like them. Okay, now we're going to put these dark rondelles right next to the white ones so they pop, so they stand out. 2, 3, or is it 1 and 3, and then this, and then 2, and then a big fat crystal. Nice big one. I thought, well, if this is big, I should probably add some big ones in throughout. So that's what I did. And then I have these 3 little crystals. Oh, I wanted to see. Oh yeah, they line right up. Look at the 3 crystals line up with this. That's perfect. And then I did the same thing on this side, so we'll see how this one works out. Beautiful. And then we got all these crystals. And then we have 2. And then a white. And then 3. No. 2. Yeah, 2. White, 2. And then the big fat crystal. And a big, nice crystal. Beautiful, crystally. And then we're going to do 2 of these. I put the dark against like the crystals so they pop. Dark against the light or the white. So we got 2 of those. And then we're going to go 3. And then we're going to do white, whoops, white, white, and last 2, last 2. There we go. And we got all our beads. They're all right here. And look at that. Isn't that pretty? All those beads line up in the middle, just like I wanted them to. Awesome. Beauteous. Beauteous. What is wrong? Oh, that's upside down. There we go. Up and over, down through, and back through the crimp bead. Pull it up, pull down on the bracelet side, and we're going to put it in that back groove and squeeze, and the front groove and squeeze, and clip this off. Snippity doo dah. And we're going to slide down this way. Clip off some beading wire on this end. And we have our last crimp bead. And our wire guard. Down, up, over, down, back through the crimp bead, and pull. Get our bracelet up there, and fluidity, and squeeze. Get in back groove. Coming apart here. It's getting loose. So it's in the back groove. Pull down. I don't know, pull down on it. Alright, probably not too much, I guess. Otherwise it's going to be too snug and we don't want it tight. So there we go. Squeeze, and in front we're going to fold it over. Fold it. And it doesn't want to sit right. There we go. And now we're going to clip this off. Okay, there are our 3 bracelets. Ta-da! And now I'm going to open up one of these big jump rings. And we're going to, I always open it with the bent nose, and then these are your flat nose. So I use my flat nose. It gives me more control. You can open them the way you like. This is just me, and I just feel I have more control. Okay, we're going to slip on this one, and then the middle one, and then the outside. And then we're going to close it up. Just like that. And now we're going to keep them the way we want them. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. And we're going to open just a little bit, just enough to slide everything on. So we're going to start with this guy, and then the middle, and then the outside, and then we're going to squeeze them shut. And there we go. There we have it. Whoop, there we go. Oh, they're jumping around. There we go. There we go. I love it. I love it. It is beautiful. Now, I have a couple of jump rings. They're oval. And I have the opening at the top, and it's the same thing with the round ones, just opening at the top and swing it open. And we're going to put it in the middle, and then put, oops, jump ring, and then a toggle. This is the toggle. I forgot to show you the toggle because it's black and silver. Here is one side of the toggle. I probably should open it a little bit more to get that to work. There we go. It's on. And we're going to close that up just like that. But anyway, here's the toggle. I didn't show you the toggle. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. So I'm going to put these two together. And we're going to do this side. We're going to do a jump ring on this side. And open up. And we're going to put it right in the middle. I want it in the middle, right there. And slip it on. Close it up. And we're going, oh, close it up. I have to put the toggle on. I can't work the bracelet without a toggle. Put the toggle on. Okay, now I close it up and it's done. I want to measure it. We're going to close it up. Put the toggle on. Bring it out to the other side and ooh, it's kind of big. Yikes. It's like, well, it's 7.5. It's like 7.25, 7.5. That's average. 7.25, 7.5. There you go. And there we have it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice Halloween bracelet. Nice and crystally. Now this guy is all by itself. It's just a butterfly. Whoops, I'm trying to turn it. There we go. It's just a butterfly. And these are from Potomac Beads. I threw these together. And this has been sitting on my desk with these three for I don't know how long, because I keep forgetting that when I do a bracelet or do a video that I can throw these together. So we're going to start on this end. We'll leave that on. We'll leave it so it'll stay together. And get our beading wire. And then usually you can pull them off and stick the wire through. Pull them off and then stick the wire through and get through all three of them at one time. Just like that. So we're going to go 3 at a time. There we go. And this one, look at this one by itself. There it is. I gotta see the hole. Okay, next 3. Pull 3 off and put the wire through. And we got this big guy. I don't know what these are called. I forget. But they're cute. Aren't they cute? They're cute. Okay. And then these 2. Whoops. Didn't get this one. There it is. Okay. This big guy. And then these 2. And get the right there. And then the butterfly. And then we're going to get these 2. You got to pinch them close together. There we go. Pull them off and slip it through the hole. There we go. And then we got this one. I don't know. This is just a oval with silver wash. Oops. Oh, I didn't get that one through. Well, I was on a roll. On a roll. And we're going to get this big guy. And these 2. Oh, 3. I had 3. Oops. Okay. And then this guy. And whoop, whoop. Hang on to it. And then these 3. And then this guy. I don't know if that was faster, but seemed like it. What do you think? I think it was faster. Pull that off and get these 2 in. There we go. And then we're going to put on our crimp bead, our wire guard, go in, up, over, down and through, and back through the crimp bead. And we're going to pull up on it, and I don't want too much waste, so I'm going to pull down on the bracelet side. There we go. And then we're going to crimp. In the back groove, squeeze, and in the front groove, squeeze, and we're going to clip. Clippity-doo-dah, clippity-yay. My, what a wonderful day. I don't know if that's how it goes, but yay. Okay, slide it down. Give myself some room to work. And we're going to snip that off. And we got the other crimp bead. And then wire guard. And up, over, and down through. And grab it and pull it. Push it through the crimp bead. And grab a hold of it. And now we're going to pull on it. And get that bracelet up there. Not too tight. And that works. So we're going to crimp. We're going to crimp it. Right there. And then we're going to bring it in front and fold it over like that. Then we're going to snip it off. Snippity-doo-dah. All right, now I do have jump rings and a clasp. So jump rings are going to be with my bent nose and my flat nose. And we're going to put the opening to the top and open just a little bit just to slide this on. And then we got a tab. I'm going to put this tab on. And then we're going to close it back up. And close it back up just like that. And then we got the jump ring for this side. Put the opening at the top. And swing it open just a little bit. Slip the bracelet on. And then we have this hole right here. We're going to slip that on. And then we're going to close it up. Now this one is a fold over. So here, oh no, I forgot. It didn't have a tab, so I'm like, oh, this looks like a tab, so I cut it off and I made a tab out of it. But there's no hole for this to go through. So this little guy doesn't have a tab. This is what the tab looks like, but there has to be a little, I have punches, but they're alphabet and numbers. I wonder if I can punch a hole or, hang on. We'll improvise. Let's see how this goes. I just want to put a hole in about the middle. And then we'll just put another hole right there. And then we'll keep going back a little bit. And then maybe on the side. And on side. It's not going very well. I want it on the side. Like this. I want to make a big enough hole for it to slip through. And then we're going to go to this side. And punch another hole. Or half a hole. Half a hole. Hang on to it. And then we're going to punch a hole. All right, let's see if that's big enough. First of all, see all this on the back? Can't have that. Cannot have that. snip it off. And then we're going to file it. Oh, hang on, I get my files out in the middle of all these lights. Hang on. There we go. Okay, there, and a pen. Okay, here's my files. They're all different shapes, and it doesn't matter which one you do. Pull out, they all do the same thing. So this is the side we want to work on. And you go in one direction. Don't saw at it. You just go one direction and it'll smooth out. And I think I want a flat one versus this round one. Let's do a flat. I don't want to get, most of them are flat. Sometimes some are triangles, some are regularly flat. Let's do this one down here. This is flat. See, I've used it before. And we're just going to go one direction. One direction. Keep. Ow! There went my nail. Oh, I gotta clip that nail off. Hang on to it with this part of my thumb. All right. You want to hang on to it with my nail. Huh. It's getting there. There's like a little right there and there. So get it, get it, get it, get it. Okay. All right. Well, we got it, and we got some of that off there, but I'll put some stuff on there to keep it from tarnishing. Now let's see what kind of job I did. We're going to put this through here. Nope. It's not big enough. All right. Well, I got some work to do. I have some work to do. I need that part punched out. So we're going to punch it. And then we're going to saw it. Maybe I won't sell this one. I think I will just keep it for myself. Keep it for myself. Okay. Put this through. Maybe. Nope. Oh, there it goes. And then snap it. Yeah. I have some different tabs coming. I'm just going to change out that tab when the different tabs come in. Oh my goodness. That one's 7 1/4 or 7 1/2. Another 7 1/2. Okay, I'm making them a little big. Just a little too big. All right. Let's put our mess away. And we will get that other 3 strand done. Pull these away. I'm not going to put them back up there. I'm just going to set them to the side here. Okay, we have this mess here. What is this? Yellow. Huh, what is that? Okay, last bracelet. Let's get going here. Got kind of a mess here. We got this, and we got these. Okay, I'm going to pull. Nope, I want this end. I'm going to start from the other end. Well, it don't matter. It don't matter. Just pick up a beading wire and let's do the same thing with this. We're going to pull 2 off and go through. Go through. And then these suppose I gotta show you what I'm doing. And right through there. 2 more. Right through there. And then, I don't know if I can get these 3 because they're all different. They're all different sizes. Oh, and I just pulled it all off. Oh, this came off here. And now, yeah. Oh no. This other side came off when I pulled on it. Because these don't really hold that well. So now my sequence is gone. So maybe it's this all the way across. It looks like it. These 2, and then we'll go with these 2. And then we'll just kind of keep doing the same sequence all the way across. And then we got 2 of these. This one, this one. And then we got 3. We have 3 of these. So we have 1, 2, and 3. And then we have this. We have this one. This big guy here. And bright yellow. And we're going to do that all over again. We're going to do 2 of these. We'll see how the beads turn out. And then we have 2 these. 1, whoops. 1, 2, and then this wire's getting all unruly on me. Pull this back through. There. Then we have 3. I got more yellow left over. So we have, I'm going to do 2. And I don't know, 2. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. And then we're going to do these 2. Well, these got to go on the end, and I don't want to do 4 of those at the same. So let's do right here. We're going to do a yellow one, 2 yellow on this side. And then we're going to do this one, and then 2 yellow on this side. And then we're going to go with the sequence. And we're going to go with, here's this one. We go 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1. I guess that's the way it's going to have to go. 2, 2, and I don't know, 2, come on, 2 and 3, and 2, and last one. Okay. That don't look too bad. Alrighty. We're going to, these are going to be with gold. So I have a gold crimp bead and a gold wire guard. And up, over, down, through, and back through the crimp bead. And my nail is weak right now. Feel it pulling. Okay, pull that down. Pull this one over here so I can put this punch back. And look at this mess. I have a mess to clean up. All right, we're going to get this in the back groove, and squeeze, bring it in front groove, and fold. Beautiful. Beauteous. Oh, my fingernail. I got to cut my fingernail off. All right, now we're going to cut off a little bit here. And another wire, or a crimp bead. Whoop, I just dropped it. Just dropped it. And it could have gone anywhere. And now I need a new one. Ay. Down. And then wire guard. Down. Up. Well, I didn't cut very much of this off. And back down through the crimp bead. And we gotta pull it. Don't pull with my nail anymore. It is, whoa, I didn't go through the crimp bead. Ay. Come on. Yes, go through the crimp bead. There we go. Push it through. Hang on to it. Pull it up. And now pull. Pull our bracelet up to here and crimp. And in the back groove, grab back. I want it centered. Pull down. Alright, pull down on it. It's crooked. I'm going to go down through a bead because it's sitting too crooked. I'm going to go down through a bead and then pull. There we go. Fluidity. Got to have some movement. And we're going to, there it is, nice and straight. There we go. And crimp. And then in the front and fold. And then we're going to cut this off right down close as possible. You're right down inside there. These are beads, balls. So I'm slipping. All right, there we go. Snip. These don't snip on the tip. Why? I need some these. These will get right down there. And oh my goodness, I just want to get, it's not snipping. Why? Why? Just snip. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to make sure there's no, all right. Oh my goodness. And I have a bead missing. Here's my crimp bead. All right. Well, well, I will pull this off. these put together. There's 3. And then just pull 1 off on each end. Yeah, 1 off on each end. There's those, and then there's that. And then we're going to, oh my gosh, all these. There we go. All right. Second one. Let's see if I can figure this one out. All right. We're going to do a little square bead. And then it's not going through. I think I should just pull off one at a time so that I'm not out of sequence. And then that one fell back off. See, that's probably what happened before and I didn't notice it. I'm just going to pull this off and then grab these 3. Get in there. Oh, it came up. Right. This pretty little one. And this one rolled, so it's not going to be with these. And none of them are together. There we go. And a little yellow square bead. And then this one. And then another little square. Whoop. There we go. We're cruising. We're cruising. Well, maybe this is faster. Just slipping them on. Well, you kind of know where the hole is because you just pulled the wire through. So you just grab it and put it on. There you go. Zippity-doo-dah. And we're just going to zip along here. And then another one. And then this one. And this is our last one. Okay. Now, we got our crimp bead that escaped us last time. And we're going to use him before he runs away. And we're going to put in the wire guard, up and over, back down through, and then back through the crimp bead, and then pull down on the bracelet. How much do I have? Not a whole lot. So pull down. I'm going to pull down on that side because it's uneven right now. There we go. There we go. Now I straightened it up. It's straightened up. And crimp and fold. Whoop. Fold and cut off. Cut this side off. And there we go. And then we're going to push everything down. And we're going to do a little bit here. And another crimp bead. There we go. There we go. And then a wire guard. up and over, down through, back through the crimp bead, and pull back through. Come on, push. Push through that crimp bead. There we go. And then we're going to pull the bracelet. Oh, it didn't go through the crimp bead. Okay, back through this crimp bead that it doesn't want to go through. Pull this down. And then push it through. Pull. Fluidity. That's good. And we're going to pull. You don't want that wire hanging up over that. Pull it down. There we go. Pull. We're going to have to pull down on it. Oh. I can't seem to get it to not do that. Pull down. Whoops. All right. There we go. Oh my goodness. I'm pulling down on it pretty hard. And we're gonna gotta get it in the back groove without there. And then we gotta adjust it, and now pull and squeeze. And go in the front and fold. And then we're gonna clip this off. Okay, that's 2. This is our last one. Woohoo! Our last one. This is our last one. So, all right, now let's pull these off. Oh, that side pulled off. All right, pull that off, and that goes over there. All right, we got 2. We have 2 of these beautiful beads. And then we have bellflowers, back to back, like this. And then another beautiful bead. This is gorgeous, very pretty. And then this. This one's backwards. This one goes this way. I have a way I want them. See, this is this way, and then I want this one in the middle, and then this one like this. I'll show you. So that they look like that. And then we're going to go to a bellflower. What are these? Oh, these are little tiny beads. Oh my, holy smokes. These are really tiny. We have tiny beads. And then we have a bellflower, a tiny bellflower, and then another tiny bead. Oh my goodness. I'm going to do it this way. And here's one. Did I miss one? Here's one. There's one. Oh, there's 2 here. Oh. Wait, I'm supposed to have 2 in the middle. There's 2 there. Wowza. These are tiny. I almost missed them. So we have this one. And then this one. Sorry, I'm probably out of view because I'm over here. So I've got 2. And then a bellflower. This bellflower goes back like this. And then we have this bellflower. Ay, ay, ay. These don't go back to back. Those two go back to back. Ay, ay, ay. It's, ay, ay, ay. Okay. This goes on like this. And then there is a small bead here, but I don't know where it goes. It's so tiny. Where? Huh. I do not know. There's two beads. Little tiny beads. I don't know where they go. I think one goes here. Maybe one goes here. All right. We're going to put this back on. Down to the end. That goes there. This. Okay. That. And then we go to the bellflower. And then a bead. And then a bellflower. And then this bellflower. Go to this bellflower like this. And then a bead. I don't know. I'm guessing. I don't know what I did. And then maybe a bead on each side of this flower. Go this, and then flower. And then this. We have this bellflower going that way. This bellflower going the same direction. And then this bead. I'm going to put it down here, put it down, put it in through the hole, pick it up, and then we have this bead going down like this, and then a bead, and then a bead, so we have like that, and then we have this one to go in like that. And then this. Now we can just cruise along here. And then we have I have another bead here. It's all by itself. And I know it's not a crimp bead, so we're going to put it over here. All right. I have a bellflower missing. Because we have... Oh my goodness, I don't know. You know what? I don't know. We're going to put these two on. No, put this one on. And then these two on. Oops. And I'm out of view probably because I'm working over here. See, there's a bellflower missing here. And a bead. And nowhere's in sight. So, and well, same length. Alrighty, we're just gonna go with it. And we're gonna do a crimp bead. Oh, get the crimp bead on. And then wire guard. And up, over, down through, back through the crimp bead. And push. And then pull down on the bracelet side. And spread them apart. And we're going to crimp. Crimp. I don't want that in there. There. squeeze. And front and fold, front and fold. There we go. Just like that. And we're going to snip this off. Snip. And slide. And then cut off a little bit. And then our last crimp bead, I moved it because I didn't want it to get mixed up with those little tiny beads. Ay, ay, ay. Is that what I put over here as a crimp bead and not a little bead? You know what? I'm just going to get one out because I know where they're at, and I will just get one out. Okay, put the crimp bead on and the wire guard because you see me do it half a dozen times. Now, I have this oval jump ring. We're going to put them all together and open it up just a little bit. And we're going to start with this one, slip it on, and then this one, we're going to slip that one on, and then we're going to slip this one on. Whoops. And then we're going to do this. Oh no, this is 18 gauge. Well, should we improvise? Punch a hole in it. A bigger hole. Let's go this way. And, yep. Just want it to go through that hole that's there and make a bigger hole. Come on, come off. Oh no, don't want to come off. There. It's off. Now we gotta clip this off. I could probably just change the there. Oh, okay. All right. And then we're going to grab a hold of this, slip this on, and then close it up. Close it up. A little bit better than that. A little closer. There we go. When the metal rubs together, you know it is closed. So we're going to do this one. And then see these are 18 gauge, and because they're, I don't know why I got the ovals 18 gauge because they don't fit on anything really. Not really. So we're going to put their, have a hold of it like I should have. Get back on there. All right. Grab a hold. Got a hold of it. Now we're going to put this loop through. What? I just want to get the clasp on. This is it. This is the end of the video. And here we go. Yep, I'm going to have to get like different jump rings. Different jump rings. Okay. Big round jump ring. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and the whole side. This side, and there we go. There we go. Oh, here we go. We're going to fold it. Into this and snap. And then that one's about 7 inches. Nice. Okay, let's clean up all this has to get cleaned up and moved. So I have this bracelet. Three strands and one strand. And we're done. I don't know how long this video is, but long enough, huh, people? But we made it through. And I have some things I have to change as soon as I get the order in. It's on its way. And I'm going to change out these tabs and make them beautiful again. So until next time, happy beading!